Pricing is among the most powerful levers for business owners to calibrate their company's profitability. Set prices too low and you risk leaving money on the table. Set them too high, and customers may pass you by for cheaper competitors. Your continuous objective should be to find that sweet spot where prices are competitive while supporting your profit margins and long-term growth. Trouble is, that sweet spot tends to move around a lot, so you must regularly reevaluate your pricing strategy. Crunching the numbers. To get started, crunch some numbers. Use your financial statements to determine whether your current prices cover both direct costs, such as labor and materials, and indirect costs, such as overhead and administrative expenses. Monitoring costs is critical, especially given today's economic volatility. Rising expenses related to suppliers, vendors, or labor can quickly erode margins if prices remain static. Regularly reviewing the relationship between expenses and pricing helps ensure adjustments are proactive rather than reactive. Another useful step is calculating your break-even point. This metric tells you how many units you must sell at a given price to cover all costs without incurring a loss. Sales beyond the break-even point will generate a profit. It's a good starting point for assessing whether current sales volumes align with your existing pricing strategy. Also, benchmark pricing in relation to your industry and market. Monitor what competitors are charging and compare their prices to yours. A major differential, whether higher or lower, could hurt sales and your business's reputation if you can't reasonably rationalize the difference. Listening to customers. Negative customer behavior is another indication that your pricing strategy may be suboptimal. Are customers constantly pushing back on price, whether during the sales process or when interacting with customer service? If so, you might want to modulate prices slightly lower. On the other hand, if sales are flowing through the pipeline unusually fast, with little resistance, it could mean your prices are too low. Consider customer segmentation as well. This is a process by which you divide your customer base into smaller groups with common characteristics, allowing you to tailor pricing to each group. For example, some customers might be willing to pay a premium for faster service or customized solutions. Customer segmentation can provide cleaner, more useful data that fuels better decision-making. Adjusting cautiously. If a thorough analysis reveals your profit margins are too thin, you may want to raise prices. But proceed with caution. Perhaps increase the price of one or two strong sellers and closely monitor the impact. If sales remain steady, you're probably on the right track. Remember, even a subtle price increase can boost profitability. Conversely, if sales suffer, you may need to rethink your pricing strategy. When raising prices, it's imperative to communicate clearly with customers. Explain why you're doing it in plain language, focusing on value. Highlight what makes your business different and better than the competition in areas such as quality, expertise, and service. Customers are often willing to pay more provided they understand the value they're getting for their money. Of course, there may also be instances when you choose to lower prices, perhaps for a limited time or even indefinitely. In such cases, customer communication is equally important. More than likely, you'll want to shout from the rooftops that you're lowering prices. Develop a marketing initiative that effectively communicates this message while covering the details. Getting some help. In today's roller coaster economy, a viable pricing strategy requires ongoing analysis. Regularly review your margins, assess the market, and align prices with your business's strategic objectives and customer values. Interested in some objective guidance? We can help you analyze costs, apply the right metrics, and optimize prices based on current market dynamics.